Hey, it's me again. If you're just joining me, I am going over a 7-step process on how to write a simple and a basic resume. And today I'm going to go over step 4. Step 4 is about the objective, education, and skill set area of a resume. On the objective, some people ask me if it's important, is it necessary. I actually got a call from someone probably about 2 weeks ago asking me, should they put the objective on the resume? Someone told them that they didn't need it. Someone told them that they did. So they wanted to know my advice on an objective. An objective on a resume can be subjective to the recruiter or hiring manager who is reading resumes. Some people read them, some people care, some people don't. What I would share as advice and provide to you is to put the objective. You rather have it on there than to not have it on there. And your objective should be short, sweet, and to the point. It should not be a book. It should be a good one-liner or 2 sentences at the most about what it is you're looking for in your future goals. So the objective is just like the overall, almost like a mission statement. And at the end of this video, I'll have an example for you of what a good or fair objective should consist of. Second on there, you should talk about your education. If you are a high school student and you just graduated, then that's the only thing that you should have in your education section. If you have any certifications or you did any particular programs, then you should put that in the education section. Do not put the grammar school that you went to. No one cares. When you're doing a resume, they're looking for, if you are in high school and just completed high school, then of course we need that one there. If you went to college and got your bachelor's degree, definitely put that on there. If you got a master's or a PhD, obviously you put that on there as well. Any certifications, like if you're in IT or an engineer and maybe you did infrastructure and you're a certified infrastructure guru or networking admin, if you are a Java developer or something like that, then those are things that you definitely need to highlight. And then under that would be the computer technology skills, anything of that nature will go under the education. And when you get to that section, that's where you put any skills that you have. So if you use Microsoft Suite, you put the Microsoft Suite in there. Maybe you use the Suite, but you only know how to use PowerPoint and Word, but you don't know how to use Excel, then you can bullet that out and say that too. Maybe you know how to use Apple Mac products, you put that on there too. Again, if you're IT engineer, that's where you go crazy and put all the different systems and different coding and language or anything of that nature that you know how to do. Go crazy, put it in that section. For the skill section too, I'm going to show you that at the end of this video, skill section in 2 different areas. Sometimes people put it at the top under education, and sometimes people put it at the bottom under their experience. I would say that there's no right or wrong answer for that. You can either put it at the top or at the bottom. If you are specifically looking for an opportunity that requires you to have some of those skill sets or certifications, I would suggest put it at the top, because as a recruiter reading a resume or a hiring manager reading a resume, those are one of the first things that we seek out even before your experience. Okay, what skill sets do they have? And then of course we will probe your experience to see how does that correlate, or where did you do it and in what capacity. But I would say put it at the top, because you want them to immediately identify that that is what you have experience with. And if it's not something that you feel is the cornerstone of your career and what it is that you're looking for, I would say put it at the bottom. So if you're just going to list Microsoft Word and Excel and PowerPoint and maybe you know how to work on a Mac computer or something like that, and it's not relevant to the job that you're looking for, I would put it at the bottom. So it just depends. Again, there's no right or wrong. That's just my advice. So without further ado, here we go. Step 4 to how to write a simple, basic resume. Step 4, I'm going to go over the objective, the education, and the skill section. What that should look like. Your objective. People always ask me, is this important? How long does it have to be? What should I say? The advice that I usually provide them with is, yes, it is important. I think that it should be a quick one-liner, an example of something that states your intent, your goals, and the direction of your career. I think you should say whatever the mission is for what it is your career is or what you're looking for in your future career. And how long should it be? I don't think it should be that long. And this is my perspective. Again, this is not something that maybe is a right or a wrong answer, but for probably the majority of recruiters, recruiters. For majority of recruiters, we're looking for a quick one-liner, maybe 2 sentences at the most, of what it is your objective should be. You cannot write it anything long and make it a book, because we probably won't read it. Your education should include your high school, associate's, bachelor's, master's degree, or PhD. Details of that information is very important. Add the city that the school was located in. Sometimes the job opportunity may be located in the city where you went to school, but maybe you don't reside there anymore. Look, believe it or not, that little bit of information can be important, so make sure you add that. Do not include your grammar school information. No one cares. I know you think that may sound a little heartless, but I told you in the beginning I was not going to sugarcoat anything. Here I am, not sugarcoating. Do not add your grammar school information to your resume. No one cares. Example coming of what exactly the education format should look like. Skills, technology, computer area. Include any software, hardware that you have experience using. Sometimes people know how to do or use just Microsoft products. Sometimes people only know how to use Apple or Mac products. Talk about that in that skills section. Any technical certifications that you may have obtained. If you have it, write it. Any systems or database you use at your current or previous employers, add that information too. Like an example is recruiters use applicant tracking systems, that is also known as the ATS. There are various systems known in the ATS area, so you would put that information on here. Here's an example of what your objective should look like. Again, we're gonna keep trucking along this Derrick Rose path here. And this is what an example of his objective will look like: to acquire an opportunity as a professional basketball player with a competitive team, where my 7 years of basketball skills and expertise will be a catalyst to bringing a championship to your organization. Again, this is not his real information. This is an example. I'm a Bulls fan. Go Bulls. Here's what the education area will look like, strategically placed under the objective. He went to the University of Memphis. It was located in Memphis. He went there for 1 year. So because he went there 1 year, I put not completed next to the Bachelor of Science. However, if you went to school and you completed your degree, you would not add that information. You will not say that it's completed either. You would just have Bachelor of Science. That means that you have obtained that degree. And then under that, I put the high school as well. And you notice, no grammar school. And here's the skills, technology, computer area. Microsoft Office Suite, I put that. Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and I put databases. These are just examples of what databases you would list if you have experience. Of course, you can list more. If you have more skills or certs or anything like that, you can list that under there. That is it for this step. Subscribe, tell a friend, thumbs up this video, and check out the next video. Bye-bye.